Beel, and this is Jim Pender, who trains the Real Beel. Great run on Saturday, the Cracker 3-year-olds for $1 million. Jim, I know when you go to the races you always hope you're going to win. What was your thoughts going up?
To be perfectly honest, if we could have run in the first 7 or 8, I would have been very, very pleased.
What about when she got back like 4 lengths last at the 800, 1,000 metre there?
No, it didn't concern me at all. I was actually very happy because that was how I was trying to get her to go, to settle. And of course, that's at Tauranga here when she got into a lot of trouble. We could have gone forward, but that wasn't the plan because that's been her racing the whole time. And she hasn't finished her races off, so we thought we'll try and ride a cold. And I said to Sam, at the 800, start to roll forward so that when they all tend to go, you get flushed too wide. So I thought we'll just go then and like it was a 10 out of 10 ride.
I know you're always a man that tends to watch the race quietly on your own and side often on the TV. What did you do this time?
Halfway up the straight, I was fair shouting, eh? Yeah.
So the Real Beel, I mean, was the real outsider. Did you expect it to be the real outsider?
Not really, because there was a couple of horses in there that had only had 2 or 3 starts for 1 win, and she's had 3. That was her 4th start for me. Her first start was in a 72 rating race, and she ran 2nd. The next start was a Group 2 race, and she definitely wasn't ridden the best, well, the total opposite of how I asked her to. And then she didn't get any luck out here at Tauranga, even though she was finishing on strongly. We still had to ride her that way to get her to settle and see how we went.
How does she rate amongst horses you've trained?
Yeah, she's probably right up there. I mean, hey, realistically, she still was only a 62 rating horse, so she's only, she'd be in the top half dozen, I suppose. She's got a very, very big heart, and now that she's settled and more relaxed and being by Real Beel, most of them just go good,
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, do you think the other horse dragged her along there at the last bit? Because, I mean, you were the best New Zealander home, you only beaten by Australia.
Yeah, I mean, she just kept fighting right to the line, and she's a filly that'll always just give her best. The only concern that I had was being an 18-horse field, just where we could be and what we had to do to go around the lot of them if we were going to do anything. But realistically, I mean, she gave the winner probably 6 or 8 lengths start at the 800, and then by travelling wide, I mean, it could have been 10 or 11 lengths that she had to give that winner, and I'm so proud because, I mean, he was a $750,000 horse.
And she was
110.
110.
I mean, I know that's not always the case, but when Cornwall Stud buy a horse like that, it's obviously going to be standing potential.
She's not a big horse either.
No, she's only 15.5, but she's got a very, very big motor.
So where does it motor to now, Jim?
I'll just see how the feed bin goes, and if she's eating everything and cleaning right up, I'll talk to the owner with a possibility of looking at the Sir Tristram Classic at Tirapa on the 9th.
Well, you made the Tauranga Racing very proud to have her raced here and trained here, so you must have felt really neat.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't explain it. As you know, being an owner, it's a real thrill, and to me that was, would be the highlight of my training for 30 years for sure.
Jim Pender and the Real Beel.